Hello, and glad to have you here. I am sorry, I make apology for being late, but today I would like to know, would it be something that would be very helpful to you if you could crack the code and figure out how to do a step-by-step process to grow your business, to be able to build a strong network marketing foundation for your business using social media, especially, and that's where we all are today. It's so crowded, but it's still where we are today. And we can stand out. There's nobody like you. There are several reasons overall, and that's the number one reason. Nobody's you. And there are people out there that are going to, want to follow you as opposed to following me or other people. And that's just the way it is because you have something that they want. You have the personality, the ability, the way that you speak, the information that you share, even though someone else might be sharing that same information, it's not you. So that makes you unique. And so remember that it's not, don't get afraid or let fear capture you because, it's a crowded space. So, but I'd like to know, what do you think about that? How would you like to be able to crack the code to be able to do that? To be able to find a step by step way to grow a really strong network marketing foundation for you know, for you as the business builder, for you as the person who is, branding yourself and that kind of thing. So I have some notes here, and so you'll see me look down from time to time. I also have my notes over here on my other screen. So if you see me look that way a little bit, that's just letting you know. It's just better for me in a way. I found that because it kind of helps to keep me from talking too much, and so then because if I make myself look down and remember, okay, you're going way over. I don't want to deliver too much information that makes you want to run. I just want to deliver enough information that helps to wet your whistle and have you think about some of the things that I'm saying, and hopefully they can help you. So as you're hopping on, let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know, what you think about this topic. Would you like to have a blueprint of what you can do step by step, how you can grow that strong foundation for your business? You know, for me, that is a big thing. It's something that I really, really love. And I am in an educational um, mentorship company where that was when I was trying to find my way. I found them and I have learned so much and grown so much, and it's been very helpful for me. So having that blueprint, having that roadmap, having that everything that's, you start here and then next thing is here, and then you learn how to do different things, develop those skill sets that you need, and so on. So, before I move any further, let me introduce myself. My name is Cherie Woodard, and I help social sellers to find their ideal, I'm trying to get away from using prospects, but to find their ideal team members. And because I didn't even know what a prospect was when I first started out, but because it just said go find more people. But anyway, to find their ideal team members and customers, to be able to do that with social media and not having to do those things that make you feel bad, that make you feel less than honest, that make you feel like, just not good. And that was my reason. And I'm so glad to be online and be able to do the certain things that I do, be able to go live and share information that I believe will help you. And so that's what I do. And I don't want to have to make that list of 100. I don't want to have to be belly to belly. I don't want to be spamming people and chasing people and that kind of thing. So that is basically, like I said, what I do. So let me go on and get into it. So as you're hopping on, like I said, let me know where you're coming in from. Let me know your opinion, your questions, your comments, whatever it is that you might have to bring to this conversation that we're having today. And I know a lot of people may catch this on the replay, and that's fine. If you catch this on a replay and just drop me a hashtag replay, and I can still, get back with you and say, hey, how's it going? Glad to have you. And the same for people that are busy, they can listen, but they, have other things going on at this time of the day. And this is a global, my reach is global. So there are a lot of people at different times sleeping, working, doing different things. So let's get started. Okay, so as far as cracking the code, and some of these things are going to sound familiar to you because they're basics. And as we learn the basics of what it is that we want to do in our business using social media and how we want to be able to have a step by step way to be able to do the things that we want to do on social media and make connections with people on social media that we truly see as somebody that we would like to work with, people that we maybe are just interested in from reading, stuff on their personal profile and just want to maybe get to know them further. And who knows, maybe they're looking for something. Maybe they're looking for what it is that you have. It may not happen every time, but just being able to get out there and start that and be able to do that, take a look and see what's happening, and you make a connection and go and develop a conversation. But let me get back to my list here. Um, so some of those things that I was talking about were about being social on social media. So, and I have these are in no particular order, but I like to number stuff one, two, and three. And I like to only give three tips. I could give five, but I know that I talk a lot. So I've just kept it at three. So number one that I have, and like I said, these are in no particular order, but it's to create a profile, because when you are online, and this is something that I learned way back, is that people, if you are making comments on certain things, or if you are in certain groups and you're making comments, or whatever on social media, to stories, to people's posts, to live video, whatever you're posting, then somebody might want to check you out and see who you are, and what kind of person you are, and that kind of thing. And so they're going to go to your personal profile. So on your personal profile, you want to have things there that would cause someone to be interested in you, those people that you want to attract. And so your personal profile should have on it things that are authentic to you, as well as other things like the thing that I learned from a few of my mentors. And I think been a few of them that have told me this, and this is what I do now. I have five buckets that I choose from, five particular things that I like to talk about me, and it lets people know about what it is that I'm into. And like, just for example, I talk about, because I loved being a registered nurse, so I talk about health and things that I found that have you know over time as a nurse that I saw that happened to people, that you know um, just different types of things, different types of illnesses. I remember at one point in time when the big C was a big thing, I just decided that people needed guidance. And so I decided to, do a little thing at least once or twice a week on that particular topic, on the big C, and the things that I was learning, and, what people could do to keep themselves as safe as possible. And I talked about masks and that kind of thing. And I can remember, you know, one, and I admit, you have to be able to admit when you've said something, but then things have changed. And so now they're saying, no, it's okay to wear a mask. So in the beginning, I was like, well, I don't know that a mask is only going to protect people from you. So, you know, I don't want to get into a long story about it, but then as things kept coming out, it was found that masks were something that they wanted people to do. And so then I explained why and how to just kind of get used to wearing them so that, they could actually, you could protect others from you. And if others would do the same thing, then they would be protecting themselves, protecting others from them and so on. So, it's just one of those things that that I talk about and talked about back in the day when we were going through all of that. But I like to talk about some of the things in nursing, some of the health things that I know. One thing I talked about was sleeping on a particular side can, make your chances of getting dementia, less likely. And it was something that I read in an article, and I wanted to share it. And it's like I said, I just have 5 things that I like to talk about that I could talk about a lot, and that lets people have the opportunity to get to know me as a person and the things that I find important. So on your profile, you want to be able to give information that's going to be helpful, that's going to be able to let someone see the person that you are. If you're a mom, that might be one thing that's really important. You want to let them know that, I have 2 kids and, such and such and such, or you might want to let them know I have 3 kids, or I have 5 kids, or I'm married, or I'm, a single parent, whatever, because that's going to cause relatability with some people that are reading what it is that you're writing about these different things. So that's enough about personal profile. So the next thing is to post regularly. Now, I have a business page as well as a personal profile. A lot of people, when they first start out, only have a personal profile. But on that personal profile, you might be able to share some things, different types of posts. And it's a good idea to be consistent and regular in your posting. Allows people to be able to get to know you that way as well with what you're posting, what you're talking about. Sometimes I like to talk about other health things that I've done that I have changed since I was in the hospital and running around taking certain things, and a lot of prescription medications and things that were causing me to have reactions. And then I found another way, and so then now I have these benefits that I can talk about. So then I can share that with someone and not beating them over the head with it, not saying buy my stuff, come join me, so on and so on. What I'm doing is sharing things that have helped me with certain things like, the pain that I would have, or exercising, or, just a number of different things. So when you're posting, you want to post regularly. You don't want to, come off with, having your personal profile loaded down with product and services, and this is what I do, and I need 5 more people to join me right away, drop a whatever in the comments or whatever. You want to be, you know have some curiosity about it. That's what allows people to, say, oh, I wonder what she's talking about. That sounds like that might be a good idea, from some of the benefits that I might have put down in my post or whatever. And then the third thing is to have images or photos, or your videos. And that could be, we've got micro video now, so it could be any of those things that are, attention grabbing, that are colorful, that are inviting, that you're talking and you have a smile. It causes people to want to maybe stay and look at what she's smiling about, what's going on there, and that kind of thing. Like, I post a lot of stuff about my grandbaby because this is my first grandbaby, and I keep thinking people are probably getting sick of it, but I'm not sick of it, and I haven't seen anybody that's been sick of it at this point. I still get a lot of engagement because there are just impromptu photos that my son and will send to me, and some of them are videos, and I just like to share that. It's one of those things, because family is another part of one of my five topics that I like to talk about, that I could talk about forever. My family, my immediate family, my kids, and then my family, extended with my sisters and brothers, and cousins and nieces and nephews and so on. So when you are, looking for a way to crack the code, to have a step by step blueprint, these are three of the things that can help you to start to build that strong foundation for network marketing, for you as a business person in network marketing, and not plastering everything all over your page and having people, think, oh, I don't even want to be bothered with this, and then pass you by. If it's something there that they can read, that they can think about and say, well, what is she actually talking about? That sounds interesting. The benefits of, not itching anymore because of such and such, or you know, um, I've been having back pain when I sleep. So I wonder, maybe that would help me if I slept a different way. This is what she's saying now. And I do want to try to prevent this or that, and so on. So something that causes people to stop and think. And as I'm hoping that this live that I'm doing today is something that will help you stop and think, and give you something to, consider, to think about, to, maybe just give you a little bit of something that you can figure out, okay, well, I can get my personal profile set up to where it would be, something that people might want to see. I can put pictures on there. I can do live video. Hopefully everybody's doing live video now. And so those are the three things I wanted to share today. And they're simple, they're easy to action, put into action, and just, be able to just, kind of like, okay, so I wasn't really sure what I should be posting on there, but this is what I'm going to post now. It's nice to put an inspirational post every now and then, but it's not something that, you know, it shouldn't be every post shouldn't be an inspirational, because people get tired of that, and they're not really getting to know you as a person. They're just looking at these posts, or everybody knows I love my grandbaby, and it's my first grandbaby, and they know my sons by face. My sons don't really like for me to use that, but I still talk about them. Try not to use their names because they don't really want to be bothered in my stuff, but that's the way it is. So hopefully this, like I said, was helpful for you. Hope you got some value from it. And you can always reach me in Messenger. You can message me, and we can have a little talk about any questions that you might have about the information I shared today, or anything that I've shared in the past that you had a question about and you were like, but you can always reach me in Messenger if you want to ask a question, if you want to make a comment, or even, like I said, your opinion. All of that is great. So we have tonight, for me, it's going to be 8 p.m., where we're going to be doing a collaboration with a bunch of other entrepreneurs that are coming together, and we're under, our mentor, one of our mentors, and we're going to talk about some things today that might be interesting to you. So look and see what time it is for you. For me, it's going to be 8 p.m. CDT, Central, was it Daylight Savings Time? And join us. We're going to share information on, I believe it's Reels, TikTok, and Stories. I believe that's what we're going to share on. I remember the Stories part, and I also, like I said, I believe it's Reels and TikTok as well. Just some points to help, and hopefully you'll get something out of it. So check it out, and I'm going to go in and get off here. I've kept you long enough, so bye now. Have a good rest of your day, no matter where you are in the world, whether you're still sleeping. I just have a blessed and wonderful day, wonderfully productive day. Bye now.